Mila,
and Lena's Way.
Hello everyone, it is me, Lena, and I am back with a review recap of Stuck in the Middle. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on most social medias. They're all going to be up here, and some more is going to be linked down below because I do have other social media accounts other than Twitter, Musical.ly, Snapchat, and Instagram. I do have Triller, and LiveMe is all MsCuteZie. Everything is MsCuteZie. That's how you pronounce it, MsCuteZie. So on this episode, the only people that was absent was Louis, Beast, and Tom. Last week I was calling him by his real name in real life, which is Joe, but his name is Tom on the show. So I like this episode. The only thing I don't like is every single time, like not every single time, but every other episode, they always show them eating like food off the ground or like out the garbage or food that was like used by somebody else. And like, why are they doing that? Like, people don't, like, that's like, what? It's like they was eating cake that fell on the grass in the ground in the park, and then it was eating around it. It's like they always do that, and I kind of don't like that they keep showing them eating food that fell off somewhere, because they did that with the donuts on the very first episode. Like, they ate donuts that fell off the ground, so no, that was in the trash. So I really don't like what they doing. I don't know who's running this show or like that, like the showrunners or the producers. I know who created it, but like, I don't like that whole them eating food that was discarded, like dirty or something. I don't like that, because some people do that, but like not everybody do like that. I don't like that. Like if you do it again, I'm gonna have some more to say. I'm gonna have some more stuff to say. Just stop. I don't like that. I don't like that. But other than that, this episode was pretty cute and cool. It's like every other episode, it's like they give like a little more attention to each character, which I like. It's not just about Harley, which the show was supposed to be just about Harley, but it's not really just about Harley. It's like everybody get their own show, you know what I'm saying? Like their own little spotlight, their own little time. Like when Daphne was volunteering, that was her time. When Georgie was with the new guy, that was her time. You know what I'm saying? They always get their own little thing. So on this one, they were trying to figure out what PSA stood for on the board. Harley was like, look, I would have made the activity board digital years ago for the whole family, but you know what? The mama like rubbing spit on a piece of tissue and then rubbing everything away. But it's still a public service announcement. Back up, I guess a few days ago, Harley and Susie was watching a commercial about the elderly saying that they had to go help at a senior citizen home. So they had to go do that and was go do that. Georgie and Ethan was on laundry duty. They was like, wait, what? You breaking up, Mom? What you say? And then Rachel wanted $20. She was like, good news. I got 20. You can have $20. Bad news is you gotta go take Daphne to the park and take her to the mall with you, and I only got $10. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So Rachel's like, look, I don't want to take her, and she's like, well, look, what's the point of having 7 kids if they can't help out around here? So then it was like, what? And she was like, oh, but y'all all was a joy. I mean, with chores. I mean, like, y'all all was a joy. So then Georgie was like, I think that was an afterthought. Then Ethan was like, we was all afterthoughts. And then Daphne was like, speak for yourself. And I'm like, bruh, I guess that's true. Like, if you got a lot of kids, then one of them can help around with something. But other than that, they went to go they went to go to the, well, basically they was playing around. They was to the senior citizen home. It was a really nice place. They had this one man named Keanu. He was turning 80. He was like really mad and grumpy because he was like, why y'all here? Why y'all trying to make my experience here more happy? My kids don't visit me. I'm so upset. So basically he was mad and upset. But it was this other guy named Larry, and he wanted to play racquetball with them. You know, he was doing this and that. They thought he was dead, but he was really listening to Justin Bieber. They was pretty active for being in a senior citizen home. So all they needed there was their residents needed more interaction with young people, I guess because their kids will come and visit them and this and that, which is really sad. Why would you put your family members in an old place home and you don't even like visit them? Like, bro, who are you and what are you doing? But anyway, yeah, Georgie and Ethan, they had to do laundry day, and it was like, look, we don't want to touch those dirty clothes. So they was like, let's bury it in the backyard. So Georgie was like, you want that water, that dirty clothes seeping into our water? Like, no, that's nasty. We're gonna go and we're gonna do some of the laundry and leave half of it for Susie, and that's just what we're gonna do. Meanwhile, Rachel, she took Daphne to the park, and then Rachel starts talking to this girl. She's like, yeah, us nannies, we barely get paid, so we got this group. One person watches all the kids, and everybody else goes to the mall and stuff. So Rachel's like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, why would you leave your little sister there? So she left her Daphne there, and so she can go to the mall while the other girl watch them. And then Rachel just gotta watch the kids once every 5 weeks or something, because when it's her turn to watch all of the kids at one time. So they got a little system going on there. Meanwhile, Susie and Harley was playing paintball, doing this and that, having so much fun. It was like having like a ton of fun. And then when they got home, Georgie and Ethan was like, wait, what, like, what y'all doing there? So she was like, well, I guess y'all could go and clean out bedpans and do this and that. So she tricked them, because Harley was really sad, because she really liked having fun with her mom that day. You know, it was like a little DS duo, so she was having a little fun time. So then Susie like tricked them into thinking that it was bad at the senior citizen home, so they wouldn't want to go, and they could do laundry that same day again the next day. So they went back. They was having so much fun. They was like getting massages, getting their nails done, this and that. It was just like really fun. Rachel ended up dropping Daphne off, and then the girl was like, oh my god, Daphne is so rude. Like, what family did she come from? She's like, oh my god. Rachel was like, after that family's first kid, everything went downhill from there, because, you know, she's the first kid. So she was saying she was the best kid out of all of them, and everything went downhill. So Georgie and Ethan got done with the laundry, right? But they really didn't. They just put all the dirty clothes back in everybody else's closets to make it look like it was clean, but it wasn't. And then they called Susie, and it was like, oh, Susie's like, oh, just go watch a movie, do this and that. So then when they went to go watch the movie, they saw the senior citizen home ad, and it was like, well, we feel bad for not volunteering. So they went to go volunteer, but they ended up finding out that Susie and Harley was getting massages and stuff, and they wanted to be in on it also. So what happened was, she was like, well, you know what, our little DS duo sneaky crime team isn't the same. So the Susie kind of felt sad. She was like, oh, Harley, I'm sorry. You know what? By the time Georgie and Ethan get here, nobody's gonna like them. They're gonna want to leave here. So what happened was, freaking Georgie told Mr. Kibbenshaw, Keanu, she told him, hey, you turning 80, you should have a birthday party. You should make your kids miserable. Drive all the way out here, make everybody miserable. Throw a big old birthday party, have Ethan play his music, and make everybody miserable. So they gotta pay for it out of their own pocket, do this and that, and that's what they had to do. So what they went to go do, when Harley and Susie found out, they was like, so then the girl was like, oh, you don't have to do it, but then you can go find somewhere else to work. So I'm like, okay then. So then that's fine. They're gonna have it at the park, because they was like, it's cheaper to have it at the park. You can't have it there at senior citizen home. But meanwhile, Rachel was already at the park watching all the kids, because one of the other babysitters called off, and the other girl left to go to the mall. So all the kids was being bad. She told all the kids to go run down there and do this and that, and just told them to go running. So when they was having the birthday party, all of the kids came running into the cake, knocked the cake down all over the lady that worked there. Rachel was in trouble. Susie was like, Rachel, what are you even doing here? It was so much going on. So then she was like, look, you know what, we don't need y'all no more, because we can just get therapy dogs, because we don't need y'all help. Like, we don't need no more volunteers, like just therapy dogs. We're replacing you with dogs. We're replacing you with animals, because you're terrible. Basically, she insulted them just like that. Like, she was like, dogs are more easier. So they was like, look, he was just laughing. Keanu was laughing. He was like, the look on your faces when you had to clean up that cake off the ground was amazing. It made my day. It made me so great. Like, he was just happy that everybody was miserable, which was really good, because they was helping out, and Susie felt good, because that's what they was there for. They was there to volunteer, not to just keep getting and not giving, which is like, you gotta give, guys. Don't just be selfish. So they ended up doing something good. Like, if they wasn't there, then they would never threw Keanu a really great 80th birthday party. You know what I'm saying? It was a lit party. It was no turn up in too much, but it was lit though. So yeah, when they got home, Rachel was grounded, but she was like, it was your fault anyway, because you wouldn't volunteer and told me to go take her to the park. So it was a fun few days. But then Susie was like, girl, we can bake cupcakes here at the house. You act like we can't bake cupcakes like nowhere else. So then Harlan's like, oh, that's what the kitchen is, up under all those dirty dishes. So they're just gonna make Rachel do the dishes, and then they're gonna make Georgie and Ethan do the dishes, because she said, if you're gonna put dirty clothes back, at least rub them with a dryer sheet like I do. That's disgusting, but okay, that's nasty. So they was on punishment. Ethan and Georgie was on punishment. Rachel was on punishment. I don't know if Daphne was on punishment or not, but I guess she wasn't, because she didn't do anything. And then they ate some dirty cake. She was like, you want some with grass or the footprint? And then she was like, well, I'm going to eat around it anyway. So they was eating the cake, and that was so nasty to me. I'm like, first of all, what got me was, so she said, you just rub with a dryer sheet. I'm like, no. And then she was like, well, we just bake cookies here. And I'm like, yeah, girl, you can bake cupcakes here all the time. Like, you act like you can't. Like, okay. And I'm just like, they eating dirty cake, and that really got me. I'm like, okay, this is like not the third, it's like the fourth or fifth time that they showed them eating some type of food that was supposed to be discarded because it was contaminated. Like, bruh, stop, please. Like, that was my only problem with this episode. Other than that, the episode was really cool and wholesome, like I like them to be. Georgie was in it. I don't know who my favorite character is. I kind of feel like my favorite character is Georgie or Ethan. I kind of feel like that, you know, or Harley. I don't know. I'm just kind of confused. But I feel like it's kind of more like Georgie or something. Even though they don't show Georgie a lot, I do like Georgie because like her comments are funny and like the way her humor is funny. I like her character. But yeah, guys, next week, they're gonna be on Dance with My Dads. Harley got a cool invention, and the person that's gonna be there is gonna fund it. So he's like, look, I can fund your little invention as long as you get your little family to drop out. So obviously the episode's gonna end with Harley not dropping out, probably because she don't want to sell out her family, like, you know, kick her family out just to get money. But I'm like, girl, I'll be like, ooh, move, get out the way. Y'all gonna have to get out this contest because I'm about to get funded. Yeet. But this is a wholesome family show, so she's not gonna do that unless maybe he'll still fund her. Hopefully he'll still fund her. I don't know. Probably not, because when you do what a business person don't want, they'll not do something for you. So yeah, guys, duly noted. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Don't forget to comment your favorite episode from Stuck in the Middle so far. They did go on a really big hiatus before, but now they back on. So yeet, and Casey and the Cover's coming back, and Best Friends, no, I'm sorry, Bizarre Rocket's coming back, so it's pretty excited, it's pretty lit, and Descendants 2 is going to be in, and Raven's Home is coming back, all in July, and this Case and the Cover's going to be in June, so it's going to be a lit June and July month. So I'm just saying, guys, be ready, beware, or be square, whatever. Thanks for watching, see you guys next time.